Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Prime Minister, Mr. Minister, this year's summit introduced you to a rather challenging and but also inspiring theme of building a new vision for Serbia's economic future. I wish to take a look at this topic from the foreign investor point of view. Not only because I'm the FIC president, but as well because I think it's really relevant for Serbia. As a matter of fact, the foreign investment in this country are the basis, one of the main issues and the main basis for the future economic growth. And if we look at the most important prerequisite for these foreign investments to fuel the economic growth of the country, we could see two main, let's say, important points. The first one is sustainability, the second one is predictability. Sustainability, because to settle a business, a long-term investor needs to trust that the place he's investing in will remain competitive and will allow further expansion. Predictability is a key as well, since investors make long-term business plans and any sudden change of business climate significantly influences their plans and their operations. The question is how to realize those two needed components. And here I would like to share with you what are the five main FIC recommendations that, by the way, we advocate for a long period of time, but that are coming from, that are very relevant because they are coming from the experience of 130 investors, foreign investors in this country, representing more than 17% of the GDP of this country and working all over the world. The first of this recommendation is maintaining the macroeconomic stability, of course. But what do we mean with that? Definitely continuing coordination of monetary and fiscal policies to address the key problems of fiscal deficit and raising debt. And of course, I'm very happy to have listened to what the Prime Minister and the Minister of Economy have just said on this topic. Why is it so important for the country? Definitely because it's leading to a sustainable growth and the reduction of unemployment. As a matter of fact, Serbia is a relatively small economy and fragile one, which is suffering from the country risk. From this fragile economy has faced in the past, unfortunately, an increase of the public debt and the fiscal deficit. And the financial crisis has shown us that this kind of situation in other countries has proven to be not sustainable at all. That's why, for us, it's a key that the government shows very quickly its capability to revert these trends. Maybe not by making, miracles, but at least to show that we can stop this degradation of the situation and to show that we can reverse this trend. Our second recommendation is launching systemic reforms. What do we mean with that? Very quickly, some points. The structural reforms of pension and health insurance systems to create a sustainable public sector which provides quality service. The modernization of the education system is a key to foster knowledge-based economy and innovation. Public sector reform to increase transparency, accountability, and enable systemic fight against corruption. And finally, reform of the judicial system to ensure the rule of law. Without launching systemic reforms, Serbia will definitely regress on the scale of competitiveness, what is of course not what the foreign investor and the population of this country are expecting. The third recommendation is to reform the state ownership policy by defining government strategy vis-à-vis privatization of large state-owned enterprises and finalization of the privatization process of socially owned enterprises, as well as modernization and professionalization of public and communal enterprises. These steps are necessary to foster open market economy and create a sustainable public sector conducive to economic growth. They are necessary as well, definitely, to use efficiently the scarce resources that is the public money. Fourth recommendation is upgrading the legal framework by further harmonization with the EU regulation and introduction of international standards. Only with continuing to advance this legal framework, Serbia will be able to compete for new FDIs by becoming more familiar and more integrated into global economy. In particular, and I will not enter into details definitely because I just heard this and it has been announced last week, in particular the reform of the labor market and the real estate regulations are a key for the foreign investors because they will demonstrate the willingness of the government to really change the situation in the country and in the framework, the environment business we are working in. This will also bring back the confidence, as I said, from the investor point of view. The fifth recommendation is strengthening the capacity of the state administration to implement laws. And this is something that, of course, as the government announced the reforms, is still not maybe at the top of the agenda, but it's something that looks to us very important. At the end of the day, increasing the administrative capacity to produce follow-up on regulations in order to be able to enforce new laws with bylaws, decrees, and such is very important. Solidifying the governance by introduction of transparent mechanism and procedure to strengthen the institutional capacity is as well a key. And then, at the end, increasing accountability and providing training of public servants, as well as creating framework and capacity to deal with corruption on all levels should be achieved as well. At the end of the day, as a matter of fact, there is not much point in having harmonized regulation with EU if we cannot properly implement it. To that end, creating strong institutions capable to implement modern laws and ensure level playing field are a must. These are the 5 FIC recommendations. And here again, I feel a little bit, not shame, but I feel a little bit arriving after the diligence by having listened to Mr. Prime Minister and Mr. Ministers. But once again, FIC is advocating for this since years. So I'm very happy to listen to what has been said. But I think it's always good for an institution like us representing foreign investors to repeat this story and to look at their implementation. We publicly provide each year a set of recommendations for improvement of business conditions through a yearly publication, the White Book, which is due by the end of this month. It will be the occasion for us to repeat this again and to have the occasion to debate with the government stakeholder on these kind of issues and on their implementation. Finally, let me come to the conclusion on what are the prospects to make significant progress on all these important issues and thus ensure solid economic future for Serbia. In providing realistic answer, we analyze near past and we can say that over the last year, the government recognized key issues and even further on the last week related to the business environment and started consultation on a lot of important laws. These results show a wide scope of reforms, with a broader number of areas undergoing changes. However, these reforms are still moderately efficient, mostly recording initiation or halfway execution of necessary improvements. Most of these reforms have been conducted in consultation with private sector, what is a key for us, within transparent public-private dialogue, enabling that new legislation address real-life issues and bring implementable and efficient solutions. By announcing, the new government, by announcing additional set of reforms, is globally addressing our main recommendation. As such, we can only support this move and hope that it will be quickly followed by concrete actions. To conclude, in order to accomplish a solid economic strategy and attain all of the mentioned goals, we all need to work together in the years to come. In this process, FIC is committed to be a reliable partner in dialogue with the government and all other stakeholders in a joint effort to bring a better, more stable, and more predictable business environment to Serbia. In closing, I would like to thank Mr. Tsomokos and Tomokos Group International for standing cooperation and for all important topics that will be on the joint agenda these 2 working days. And on behalf of the FIC, I wish all of us a successful summit. Thank you.